Alright, so in this video we'll be looking at 6.6. And the first thing we're going to do is go through here and it says what is 40% of 238. Of course we know you do 0.4 times this number and you get 95.2. 28% or 28 is what percent of 70? So I would take my 28 divided by 70, which is 40%. 34% would be 0.34 times 240. 5% of what number is 6? So we know that we plug in this whole equation thing that we had, so it'd be like 6 equals 0.05 times something. And we're going to divide this, so I would take 6 divided by 0.05. And if I do that, so if I take 6 divided by 0.05, I get 120. This one here, what is 110% of 150? So I take 1.1 times 150. And then this one here is 42 is 250% of what number? So again, this is where I take the 42 divided by 2.5. And I get 16.8 when I do that. All right, so that's the first one. We're going to find discounts and selling prices. Now this is kind of a cool way to do it. I like this. It says that we're going to do 40% off, which means that you pay 60%, right? So if I go here, this is already in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 marks. If I'm 40% off, I could do two things. I could either say, I'm going to get rid of 4 of them. So I'm going to get rid of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I paid $27, right? So that's one way to think of it, 40% off. Or if I take 100 minus 40, that means I pay 60%, right? So I can just count up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either case, I get to the same thing, just so you know. For 50%, it really doesn't matter which way you go, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is right here, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is right here. I think I did it wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this mark here, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is this mark here. So it would be this. This is where I'd be. And every single time it seems to go by, if I take 980 divided by 2, so 4.9 is what all of these are, right? So if I take 1960 plus this number, 4.9, so plus 1960, I should get this number, which is 24.5, which makes sense because half of 49 is 24.5, so that makes total sense. So in this case, it is cheaper to go to the store. Then finally, it says up to 70% off, but we don't know if it's for sure 70%, just up to, which means I pay 30%, right? Well, to figure out each individual square, I take 7.8 divided by 2, and that means that each little square is 3.9, right? And if I want to take 3 of them, I would say times 3, and that'd be 1170 is how I could do it. Now we're going to go through here and start doing a few more that are pretty cool. So it says here that you buy a shirt that's on sale for 30% off. That's why I have 3 of these marks gone, because I've only paid really 70% for the shirt, right? And it says you paid this much, $22.40, and your friend wants to know the original amount. Now, if I take $22.40 and I divide it by how many squares there are here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so divided by 7, that means that each square is $3.20. Well, if I know that there was originally 10 of them, I could take that number times 10, and I get 32. So the original price is $32. Let me go here and go new. And again, all I did is I figured out the price for one of them, and I multiplied that number by 10. Okay. So let's try another one here. So now it says I'm going to work with a small jewelry store, and you increase the price of the jewelry by 125%. So I have 250, and I'm going to increase it by 125. Now if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4 of them, each is 25%, right? And I'm going to go up by 125 more. So this would be like 25, 50, 75, 1, 125. Let's figure out what each one of these blocks is equal to. So if I take, I think it's equal to 10, right? 250, well, 250 divided by 4. So 6250, I'm sorry. So 6250 here. for each one of these blocks. So if I do all of them, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 62.50 times 9, I will have $562.50. And that's the answer. That's how much I would be charged. This one, it's $50. And then it's going to be going up again. There's 4 of them so far. And that's 25% each, right? So 50 divided by 4. That means each block is $12.50. And I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these. So then times 9. And that's $112.50. And then finally, this one here is 170. Again, that would be for 100% so far, right? So I take 170 divided by 4. And I get 42.50. And there's a total again of the 4 original, the 4 more, which is another 100%, and the 25, which is a total of 9. So times 9. I have $382.50. So that's how you do that. Now a shorter way to do that, just so you know, is, it's 100% is just having it, right? So I just have 100% is just what it costs me. That's the total price. And then I'm gonna increase it by 125%. So I'll say plus 125. Altogether, that's 225% that I'm charging, right? Which is 2.25. Check this out. This is kind of cool. So I take this 250 times 2.50 or 2.5. No, 2.25, right? I get 562.50, which is what I got here. And then if I do the next one, and I take 50 times 2.25, I get my 112.50, just like I did before. And then for this new one, I take 170 times 2.25, and I get 382.50, just like I did. And the reason why is it's 100% plus the 125% increase, which is a total of 225% I'm charging. So here's what we're doing today. The discount is a decrease in the original price of an item, and markups is the increase from the store pays, and it's what the increase from what the store pays to the selling price is called a markup. So if I look at the original price of the shorts is $35, what is the sale price? So it's 25% off. So here's the thing I want you to think about. If it's 25% off, what are you actually paying for? It's always 100%, right? That's how much it would cost for full price, but it's 25% off. So minus 25, which means you're paying 75%. So if I take 35 times 0.75, that will be the price. I guess it's not popping up there, but let's just look at what it is. If I just take 0.75 times 35, means it's $26.25. So then this one says the original price of the skateboard is $50. The sale price includes a 20% discount. What is the sale price? Well, again, if I take 100%, right, and I subtract 20%, because that's what's getting off, so 100% minus 20%, I'm paying only 80%, right? Which means 0.80 times $50. Well, let's see what that is. So I go through here and do 50 times 0.80. That means I pay $40. All right. All right, there it is, 40 bucks. So then I'm going to look here and it says, what is the original price for the shoes? So it's 40% off and now it's $33, right? Well, we know. So we know that 40% off and it's now $33. So if I take the 100 minus the 40, that's what this is showing down here, that means I'm paying 60% of the product, right? And 33 is 60% of what number? Well, we don't really know right now, do we? So let's just write this out, and I'll do 33 is 60% of what number? Don't know. The other way they could do this is the part is 33 and then equals the percent, which is the 0.6, times the whole, which we don't know. So in this case, I would divide by 0.6, divide by 0.6. So 33 divided by 0.6 equals 55. If I do it the way that we're used to doing it, in terms of the cross multiplying, I'll have 3,300 divided by 60. And I also get 55. So either way will work. So it says the store pays $70 for a bicycle and the percent of markup is 20%. What is the selling price? So I have to add 20% to this, right? So it's not only 100%, which is what it costs just for the bike, 100%, but then I'm marking up 20%. So altogether, I'm paying 120% for this bike, which is 1.2 times the $70 for the bike, and that will be a total of 1.2 times 70, $84. And there it is. Last one. A discount on a DVD is 50%. It's on sale for $10. What was the original price? Well, that's pretty easy. It should be $20, right? If it's 50% off. The store pays $75 for an aquarium. The markup is 20%. What is the sales price? Same thing. I'll take 1.2 times 75. 1.2 times 75. I'll get 90. So there is 20 and 90. And that is the lesson.